Hey guys, so today we are doing Old Age. It's not very pretty, but if you want to go for an older look for your Halloween costume, yeah, this is totally doable for that. I'm using very minimal products, so it's not very expensive for you to try this out if you want to. I use a face powder, concealer, a couple of different brown eyeshadows, and one like eyebrow pencil or eyeliner pencil that's brown. So it's very simple to do if you don't have very much to work with, and you won't have to buy a lot of products in order to do that. So yeah, if you guys want to learn how to do this, please stay tuned for more. Alright, so to get started, I've already have my face makeup on, but you're not really worried about doing that because you want to make sure that the imperfections in your skin show, because over time you start to get more wrinkles and your age spots start to show, and a lot of the things that you would normally hide with concealer or foundation you are not going to do with this tutorial or this look. So this is what we're going to do to get started. I'm going to be using several things to just give more depth and shadow. Like, for example, I'm going to be using this a lot, which is Cork eyeshadow from MAC. I'm also using my MSF, which is medium deep from MAC. You could use any like darker shadow if, like, say you have the 28 palette that's like neutral, you could use that as well. I'm going to be using this color as well, which is Dark Edge, which is also from MAC. It's just a darker brown. Try to make sure that all of these are matte colors because you're going to be using these to highlight and shade areas on your skin. You don't want things to be shimmery or have any sort of glitter in them because we're going for old age and not for like disco. Okay, so I'm going to be taking this fluffy brush right here. I'm going to start with my eye, and what I'm doing is where the dark circles are that are normally underneath your eye, I'm going to shade that area. And you don't want to go completely 100% right up to your waterline, because as you can see with this side, I'm going to highlight just above this darker shade right here where your eye socket naturally gathers the skin, so that you can make that look a little more puffy and makes your bags of your eyes look a lot bigger than they naturally are. And then I'm going to go in with Dark Edge just a little bit right by the bridge of my nose, just to make that section right there just a little bit darker. Okay, now what I'm going to be taking is I'm taking a light concealer. I'm using the Concealer Wheel from Nye, and I'm taking one that's just light and just a Taklon concealer brush, and I'm going to be putting it right here and right below my lash line, and then I'm just going to blend that out. Now at this point I'm going to be setting it with some face powder. This is from Mehron. You could use whatever you have. If you have like a light, I guess you could use powder, like face powder, or like any kind of foundation that you can use that's not cream or liquid. That would totally work too. So I'm just going to put that right over that just to set it. Are you watching it? And then I'm also going to contour the sides of my nose. So where this shading is, I'm just going to bring it down straight right to my nostril and just bring that down. And this is a whole process of just going like back and forth with highlighting and shading. I'm going to take the powder again and put it right down the center of my nose just to highlight. Right in the crook right here of my nose, I'm just going to get a little bit of Cork right in there just to darken it up a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to be doing the detail work, like wrinkles in your forehead, age spots, stuff like that, and I'm going to be using just a regular brown pencil. You could use eyeliner, you could use brow, whatever you have. This is Estee Lauder's Softsmudge Brown, and for wrinkles you kind of want to like do an excited face and see where your wrinkles naturally are on your forehead. And I learned this in my stage makeup class. You don't want the lines to completely go all the way across, even though they might, like in my case, they kind of do. What you want to do is have this separation and have them in sections. So even though this line goes all the way across here, I'm just going to have one section right here and then leave like a space in between. This looks kind of ridiculous right now, but I'm going to blend it out in a little bit. This is just as a marker so I know exactly where I want these wrinkles to go. Okay, now I'm going to go back again with this fluffy brush that I've been using for my whole face, and I'm just going to go over those lines that I created just really lightly. And then go back again with the concealer, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight above each line, and that's going to give it more depth so that you kind of follow along with those wrinkles a little bit more. And I'm going to set that with the face powder that I'm using from Mehron just afterwards. Now around your face, I'm doing a couple of things. To start off with, I'm going to shadow in these smile lines. And what I'm doing is when you smile, you can see the folds right here. I'm going to put, I'm not going to do this with my face the whole time, I don't think, but I'm going to put the pencil right in those areas. And I think I'm going to separate the two lines. I'm going to have one right here by my mouth and then right here leading up to my nose. Yeah. Just like that. Then I'm going to take a clean brush and kind of blend that out a little bit so it's not so harsh. Then over it, I'm going to go back with Cork just to deepen that up a little bit. Now I'm going to contour my cheeks like I normally do with regular face, but I kind of want my face to be sunken in a little bit, so I'm going to contour the sides using medium deep. And I'm using my 168, but I never know the numbers, it's so bad. And just go in the hollows of my cheeks and just contour, and I'm going to bring it up to my temples. Now I'm going to highlight above my cheekbone with that face powder. I'm just doing a circle motion. Now for older people, their lips are usually very thin, so if you have thicker lips, what you want to do is just take some concealer and just block out parts of your lips, especially like the outer edges. The inner edges you don't really have to worry about too much. And so I'm just taking concealer in my finger. And then I'm going to go back because I'm putting wrinkles around my lips, and I'm using the same pencil and just creating hash lines. And I'm just going to slowly just kind of blend it a little bit, not too much because I don't want it to completely wash out. I'm just going to be really light with my finger to go over that. And I'm taking this angled brush right here and just going back lightly with Cork just to define a little bit. Now that's all left to do is just to define age spots a little bit, and wherever you see any freckles or anything like that, you could just go ahead and go in and darken it. Or create any of your own if you don't really have a lot of freckles. I'm going to go in and just lightly make these a little bit faded, just so they're not so intense. And actually, before I finish up, what I want to do is right where my Cupid's bow is, there's a fold right here in your skin, and I want to shade that in just lightly with Cork again. Just so it's not so flat in that area. Okay guys, that's pretty much it. If you want to add a little bit more, just to make it more fun, what you can do is pick one of these moles, take like an eyelash if you like, and put some eyelash adhesive and have a little hair sticking out. Very similar to like a witch's wart, which is really gross, but you totally can do that. So other than that, that's pretty much it for this look. I hope this is helpful to some of you guys, and I hope you try it out. Until next time, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.